families, calling people, let them know I needed food. He was so impressed. He said, I really want to help you, because he thought it was such a great idea and it was really a nice thing that I was doing. So he did that. He came back. I'll never forget him. A friend of mine was saying, well, you want to make sure you include all the different cultures, and it's a hospitality kind of a charitable thing. So we started thinking, yeah, cultural, that's good. Cultural what, and then somebody said, well, you invite people in to have a cup of coffee, have tea, or have a cup of soup, So we said, oh, cultural cup. We did an interview on the cultural cup idea. So when that came out in the Arizona Republic, it was just like the doors opened up, people started calling, money started coming in. We have so many organizations now that send people here, and a lot of the people in the community here come. A lot of the schools are very supportive. They started doing food drives, and pretty soon that little 8 to 10 people came to 200 people. And then we outgrew the building next door, so we ended up having to find a larger place, and this place became available. So we said, it was a blessing. It was timely, so we moved into this building. Cultural Cup is a charitable organization, and we are here to help people to maintain their food if they're insecure with food, or if they're running out of food and they don't have enough food to last them throughout the week or the day. They can come here and get a food box. You want people to have the same kind of concept that you have, and in terms of treating people with dignity and with respect. Just being kind to people and understanding the different types of people that come to a food bank. So we're constantly training volunteers.
I was outreach specialist. I would go out into the neighborhood and get donations, clothes, food, whatever, whatever she needed me to do, I would do. I did the driving. I would go to St. Mary's, get the food, bring it back, put it on shelves, we bag it up and give it to the people. I would go down to the Circle K and just look for people, and I would ask little kids, you need food? How's your family? You okay? And nowadays, with the way things are, people can't afford to even go to thrift stores anymore. So I would talk to people, and they would donate stuff. The food bank does a lot of things. It mends hearts too, because there is no race, no religion. It's just people needing to be helped.
Hunger is something that has no control. So if you are hungry, you don't, especially if you have kids, and if you have kids and they have need for food, you don't think how. You need food right away. I know what's hunger mean. It was a very rough time. At the beginning, I really needed, and it was good for me, and sometimes they give boxes enough for 2 weeks. So if you had that feeling, and you went to this food bank and you get a food to feed the kids and then yourself, it's very important, and that makes you feel safe. Well, this is one of my dreams came true. So I think I had this hope and that things will be better. And I think it is better now than it came.
Never thought in my wildest dreams that they could put me in a house, get my utilities turned on. I have a beautiful washing machine, dryer, and a side-by-side refrigerator that gives ice and water. But, I mean, they've done so much. Got a lot of room. But a washer and a dryer. And as you see, like I said, I just moved in, so I have washing. My car, also through the food bank, through Zarina, she knew my hardship. She called somebody else, and the car popped up. If it wasn't for her and who she knows and people who care. They give you your pride back, you know, they make you feel good. And I didn't know what this felt like. I was always on the other end helping out, and that felt good. But for her to turn it back and help me when I was at my lowest, it's like, wow, this is what everybody else felt like. And you can't imagine. It's better than any Christmas or whatever a big occasion. It's more than all that. I mean, it's just remarkable. I'm trying not to cry now, because I mean, it was, I didn't expect all this.
The people that we've been helping, we see that there's more than a need for just food. I mean, they need jobs, they need, you know, mental help, you know, social services actually. And so we ended up getting pulled into almost like a social service agency. And then the clinic concept came out of that, was born out of that, because people needed help medically. I mean, there were people coming in that may have had cuts on them, or their feet were really bad because they were out in the heat and the sun and they were homeless. And so, you know, we were trying to find Band-Aids running around here sometimes to help people. We thought, you know, so I started talking to people in the community who were doctors that would support us, some of the doctors that send their donations in to support the food bank. I said, what about a clinic?
At the free medical clinic, people hear about us because they participate in the food bank aspect, or by word of mouth. So that's how we get people. And so, you know, what the patient does, like with any other clinic or office, is they sign up, fill out their history, and they're examined by a member of the medical staff, which could include a physician, a medical student, even a nurse practitioner. So we do a history and physical and assessment. People at the clinic, because they don't have insurance, tend to be a lot sicker because they're presenting at a time where they really need help. It's reached a critical level where they have to be seen by a doctor. So I tend to see sicker people because they delay in getting health care because they can't afford it.